All right. One question I want to pose to the party,
Hmm.
because I know it's been a while, but we're in the midst of taking out everyone in Guz's stronghold here. Do we want to entertain the possibility of a long rest in a tiny hut just to get back all of our slots and stuff? Because
I
I think,
just don't think it's feasible.
well, my thinking is this: if we do long rest for 8 hours, I can't imagine, and I don't know how it works on the GM side, but I mean, 8 hours isn't enough time, even if Ga realized that there was something going on, for her to call for aid. She'd first have to find a way to communicate that she needed help, send someone out to get help, and then have the help come back. I'm thinking, like, at most, the place would be on alert, instead of her getting reinforcements.
Yeah, that's actually I was going to mention this too before we started. Is now that you guys have really, started your sort of intrusion, dispatched the orcs. You got those two hill giants that were sort of in the bedding area.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like you guys are on the clock now because it's only a matter of time before it's discovered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you can try to do a rest, but it's like you said, it's probably going to put the camp on alert as soon as this is found out. So it's a question of do you guys want to sort of go in uh, with the sneaky approach and still try to um, sort of take them out before they know what's going on, or would you rather do the rest, get your health and spell slots back and all that stuff, but then potentially have a bit tougher of a time once you're actually going back in because now it's not going to be like you're not going to find you know hill giants alone. They might double up. They might be going in packs or something.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That's true.
So it's really a question of risk versus reward. I mean, how's everybody doing on health and their spell slots and everything? Is it are you guys in desperate need of a rest at this point?
Not me. I'm at 48 out of 60 as far as health goes.
37 out of 46 with some temporary hit points.
My health is good, but my spell slots are pretty low.
I don't sure what my health is.
I have 36 out of 60 health, and spell slots, I think I'm down to two. I have one more pass without a trace on level two, but um, I don't know. And Zan is down to what? Nothing.
My health is maxed, but I have uh one level one spell slot remaining. I have no polymorph, two level two spells, all my level three spells. I have one bardic inspiration. So it's just magically I'm kind of handicapped, I think.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I was just entertaining the notion of it. Whether or
Hmm.
not we want to do it is a different story. I mean, like Nick said, we could continue going in and just facing one giant or two, group at a time. My concern is that when we do get to Ga, I don't know what kind of entourage she's going to have and how powerful she is. And if we go in there without any spell slots or whatever, I'm worried that we won't be strong enough to take care of business. So the question is, what do you guys feel like doing? Do you want to take the risk and heal up and get better, or do we want to keep pushing?
We should probably. Well, I'll probably say take the risk. I mean, we're not at full strength, and the area that we're in, we just have no way of. We have no natural cover, really.
No, I get what you're all
We have to go
saying.
into their territory.
What on, Vinny?
My only issue with it is in reality, if we were actually doing this, we would not be stopping and resting.
That's true.
In reality, but
I realize it's a game, and I realize we want our health, but I mean, we there would be no stopping at that point. We killed two things.
Mm-hmm. How are we on like health potions and the like in case one of us gets downed or whatnot?
Mm. If you want, I can use cure wounds on you right now because you're pretty low.
Hmm.
I've got one health potion.
I have two.
I
Oh,
have
I
zero.
I have one as well. Um, okay. I've also got a couple of berries for healing if I ever need it, but yeah. I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, I don't think at the moment they're aware of our presence. I mean, I think we've taken them out pretty quickly. If I remember correctly, we poisoned food and put it in there. We killed one of the giants that came out. Like, we made a bunch of noise, but the second one may still be in there, sick. So
Yeah.
No. You guys killed both of them, didn't you?
Just one.
I don't
Only-
remember.
Only one came out. So there were
was
there
one
were
to the
two
right.
there were two giants in there sleeping, if I remember correctly. And then we made noise, and then one of them came out on the right side. I don't know what happened to the second giant. Only one
There's-
came out.
There's 3 dead on the map, though. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys fought multiple giants.
We
The
did,
two were
but the
big.
two
There
were
was two in
sleeping
there.
in where I'm pinging, like in
But
this
it was
cave.
in the left.
There
one.
were two. There were two in here sleeping.
Yes.
So we put food in there, and then poisoned food, made a ruckus. Only one came out to explore what was going on. I don't know what happened to that second giant.
No, the second giant came out and tried to flank you guys, remember?
No,
No.
that was
No, that was beforehand. He's
before.
talking. Yeah, these came out before we went and investigated. When we investigated, we saw two. One came out at that point. Only one. So we don't know if it went and got help or if it's still in there sick or what.
Where'd the other 2 giants come from?
When
Those
we-
were from a previous one.
Yeah, they came out when we were attacking the orcs. At like whenever we caused that ruckus with the sheep, we killed all of the orcs, and then the giants came out, and one came out from the one entrance on the left, and then one came out
Here,
on the
right?
right. To
Oh, that must be what I'm thinking of then. Okay.
yeah, but there were two more giants sleeping after that inside the cave here.
Mm-hmm.
But we poisoned what we guess both of them, but we don't know what the status of that food effect was. And then when we made a ruckus on the right, there only one came out. So there's still potentially one in there, unless something happened. I don't know. Did maybe the poison kill the other one? But we don't know. We wouldn't have known. We
Gotcha.
we dropped the poison food and then left, so we don't know what kind of effect it had on these giants.
I think it was medium poison too, right?
Yeah, it was pretty decent.
I think it was from Venom Fang.
So, in that case, do we want to have Dragoon go back in there stealthily and look around and see what's remaining in there? Just to
Yeah,
s-
we could.
We could do
So we
that.
decided if we're resting or whatever.
Well, it seems like based on what I'm hearing, it sounds like we want to keep pushing, unless we do want to rest. Do we want to continue pushing and taking them out a little bit at a time without them being alerted, or do we how badly do we want to be healed up and hit dice and all that stuff, or priority or superiority dice and stuff? Do we want to get those replenished?
Yeah, I'm
fine
down
with
to
pushing.
do.
Xana's the one that can polymorph, right?
Hmm.
Is Xana's the one who can polymorph?
Yeah, but she can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
polymorph is
I
gone.
guess I'm confused by that because that's the whole point of us not leveling up, or we would have done that before session started.
Yeah. I
Well,
didn't
yeah.
level
If we do the benefit of long resting, we can level up right now. If we long
that-
rest now, we can level up.
And we can
Yeah.
get everything.
I guess I thought it would have been stated that that's what we were doing, so we could have had all of that done before we started.
No, we can't long rest we can't level up until we long rest. So if we keep pushing right now, we're still level 7. If we decide to long rest now instead of pushing on, we can level up and then.
I understand that, but that's why I thought at last session why we didn't state, yeah, we're going to take a long rest, so we could have had done all of that before we started today's.
We didn't. I don't think.
I'm not
we
sure.
did.
Like leveling up and having all that stuff done. Because we don't need to be.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I think we were at a point last time when we played where we were like really fatigued, and I think it was just like one of those. Let's just end it now, and we'll figure it out later. I mean, it's up to you. So, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to long rest, restore, level up, and then go back on into an area that's probably going to be on high alert at that point, or do you want to keep pushing forward at level 7 and see, possibly take out more stealthily?
Shall we take a vote?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I'll just go with the majority. So,
I'll go-
what do you guys
Yeah.
want?
Same here. I'll just go with the majority as well. It doesn't really
There's
matter.
not going to be a majority if nobody actually says anything.
I
I'm just saying.
I think it's
Everybody's saying.
I think it's smarter to long rest because then our attributes go up. There's the possibility of getting a new feat that would help us in our future battles. Anytime we level up, we get typically more stuff or more hit dice or something. So like, I don't know what the difference between 7 and 8 are. Like if it's significant or if it's okay. It's just one of those crappy level ups where it's only a couple of things here and there. But
If we're gonna long rest here,
tiny
it's
hut. Yeah.
oh okay.
We would tiny hut, right?
Yeah.
That would protect us from any issues of being ambushed or whatever.
I also want to say is
I could also use my
Yeah,
ability and be like, detect giants or whatever. I can use my ability, I guess, during the long rest to sense danger coming, and then we could even lure enemies away with I don't know. I mean, I'm sure with my abilities, I could.
If you're concentrating on detecting enemies, you're not resting. That's the other thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah,
how
I'm
does
down to
mine work?
superiority
Because
dice.
I'm an elf, so I can just meditate. I don't know how that works.
Well, meditate doesn't restore stuff.
Effectively, well, no, it's an elf thing. Effectively, all it really means mechanically is you just only need 4 hours of sleep instead of 6.
But the rest of us need 6.
So,
Right.
I'm for long resting and leveling up, so we've got everything back, and we're going to potentially be more powerful for the next encounters. That's my vote. But if everyone else wants to keep pushing forward, that's cool too.
I can like once I'm done doing my meditating, I can probably look out. I have high perception and high stealth, so I can stay sneaky around. We also have
No, I won't argue either way, but if we're voting, my vote is to go the other way to keep pushing. So we can just see what everybody wants.
I like
Long resting, too.
I like the idea of long resting just to level up and be potentially stronger for Ga.
Okay, well then that's what majority, so I guess we're long resting.
Alright, so I guess we pick a spot somewhere that's out of the way. Like, I don't think where we're at right now is safe. Maybe up, like, behind, like, up by this cave, or can we, like, retreat into the, into a safe spot that would be out of the way, and then with the tiny hut on top of that, that would protect us.
That sounds good to me. I don't know
How
what
far
it-
away are you going to go?
Well, I mean, I can't see, like, I don't see, like, the boundaries of this map, but I'm thinking, like...
But I mean, like, are you going to go 200 feet away? Or are you going to go 2 miles away? You know what I mean? That's my question.
What do you guys think? I mean, the closer that we camp to the place... I mean, Tiny Hut would obscure us, right? From all magical, and... I mean, anyone looking at us wouldn't see us physically, correct? Like, you can't... It's invisible?
It's not exactly invisible. Like, you could still be detected, but if you're, in an obvious spot, you'd be detected.
Yeah, and if you try to pass through it, you can't pass through it. It's like a invisible wall, so you'll hit it if someone tries to pass through it. I think. At least that's what I'm reading it as.
Right. So I'll let you guys behind the DM screen. Do you guys remember when you were fighting all that demons that the Margister woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that you guys were going to rest there, do a tiny hut rest there. So I was planning on, if you guys were to do that, potentially, depending on how things rolled out, have all the demons surrounding the hut, because if they know you're there, they just wait for it to end, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's not like you guys are completely safe because you're in the hut. You could still be surrounded, and they just have to wait out the clock, right?
Gotcha.
So that I just wanted to throw that out there. It's not like a total immunity to being interrupted during your rest or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we could just pick a spot that looks safe, like
I would say...
way up here, or
Yeah, I would say maybe a mile away, so that... Even a mile, I mean, how long would it take us to travel a mile away from the place and then put the tiny hut down?
Not terribly long. I mean, in the grand scheme, we would say if you guys wanted to travel a mile away, take a long rest, and then come back, maybe it would be like a total of like
Mm-hmm.
10 hours or so.
Okay. From a physical standpoint, unless this guy has some kind of teleportation portal, there's no way for her to call for help, call for aid, and send someone out to get help, and then have help come back within 10 hours. I can't see that unless there's another camp nearby. But
It's 8 hours, the hut.
Well, the other factor is, I think I mentioned this, but I might not have, so forgive me. But while you guys were scouting this place, you did see sort of like parties going in and out, like, you know what I mean, like groups of hill giants, groups of orcs, and hobgoblins, and they do kind of come and go sometimes. So it's potential that someone might come back in the time that you're gone.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, does that change anything, guys? Do we still want a long rest?
That's still my vote.
Yeah, I still might as well.
So I guess we'll travel a mile away, preferably, and I'll use my ability before we long rest to see if there's any traffic that we can, like, I can detect orc and giant. So hopefully with my ability, I would be able to pick a spot that would be away from typical traffic.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, give me a survival check.
All right.
And this is going to be in addition to your ability to detect. I'm not saying that we're replacing it with this.
No worries. Well, that didn't help very much, but
Okay. Does anybody else want to give it a shot?
Survival.
Yeah.
Sure.
let me pull up your sheet here.
Start singing Whitney. What is it? First I was afraid. I will survive.
I have like no
Right.
survival, so.
None. It's terrible.
Okay.
Vinny's was
Yeah.
9. Yeah, average, I guess.
Okay. So not great, not terrible. So you guys can definitely see, like where a lot of like, especially like the giants who leave very visible and obvious tracks. You guys can kind of see like where the main paths are, so you try to avoid those. And using your primeval awareness or whatever it's called, you're able to find out a spot that you know there's at least no giants within, the range of finding you, we'll say.
Right. Okay. So at that point, are we able to long rest or?
Sure.
Okay.
Now, when you guys level up, which you will, level 8, I think for everybody is just an ability score improvement, so it should be a very quick process to get everyone leveled up, thankfully. The only thing is, if you choose to forego your ability score improvement to choose a feat. If you think you want to go that route, we can either just hold off and you won't have it for the upcoming session, but we could figure it out between sessions. If you guys just want to go for ability score improvements, that's very easy. Just increase, 2 scores by 1 or 1 score by 2, and we'll call it a day.
Okay, I have a feat that I might like. I already looked at a feat that I actually kind of like.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay. So, yeah, I need to look at the list and see if there's anything.
This one's called Elven Arch Accuracy.
God, that's so broken.
Elven accuracy.
Is it?
It helps a lot with rogues. It says +1 in dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, and you can reroll 1 attack die if you have advantage, which is what rogues like to do, especially me. I love being an advantage.
There you go.
All right. So, the only thing I was thinking about was sharpshooter, but I think it's at -5 to attack rolls. Is that right?
That's what I have.
Okay.
No, it's an optional thing. I was reading it's an optional. You don't have to.
I know it's optional. I'm just saying what the downside is to sharpshooter.
That is the downside, but if you do it something against that doesn't have a high thing to hit, or if you have inspiration with Xana's, I've actually hit a few times.
Mm-hmm. All right. Piercer.
I saw Piercer good too, because it has bow.
I don't want to slow down things, so maybe I'll just take
That's all right.
the attribute thing. Okay.
It automatically does the whole average thing, right? I don't actually have to do anything with it.
Your hit points?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just hit the average, I believe, and you should be fine.
All right. So Vinny, I'm on yours.
Whoops.
All right, I want to do the.
It just does it for you. Never mind. You just put next. Good to know.
Okay. So if Vinny wants to do the feat, do I need to
I
do
don't
anything
know.
on the list? Just under the levels tab, just hit next.
Yeah. So don't increase the abilities, and then you could just sort of.
Okay.
I think for Elven accuracy, you increase the dexterity by 1. I'm assuming that's what
You
he's going to
can
want to
choose,
increase
I
by 1.
Do you want to do?
do dexterity, yes, because the other ones. I
So
don't
what is
use.
what is this elven
Plus.
accuracy? What does that do?
Plus
It's
one to dexterity,
basically-
wisdom, wisdom, or charisma, and you can reroll 1 attack die if you have advantage,
Oh,
which
okay.
is what.
It's basically
elves
like
usually do.
super advantage.
Oh, okay. So +1 dexterity then, and then next.
I think that would help me out because every time I try to roll an attack for like anything, I always miss.
So do I-
having to reroll.
Do I add then his elven accuracy under the right side here? Elven accuracy, source. It would be feat, and then I'll just put. Actually, let me just copy and paste it.
Does it actually add another attack, or does it just say reroll?
It says reroll though. It just says.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, imagine you have advantage, right? You roll 2 dice, and somehow both of them miss. You could say, okay, I'm going to pick up one of these dice and throw it again, and that's
I
that's
see
the
what
feat.
you're saying. Hit dice. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I added it. All right. So I.
And I added dexterity, right? What does my dexterity do? I forgot.
That's
what those.
your initiative to hit, armor, ability checks like acrobatics and stealth, all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I'm 20, right? Is that what mine is now?
Your dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Your dexterity is now. I'm looking at it. It says 19.
Oh, okay. What's the highest it can go?
20 without the
20.
aid of magic items.
That's what I have right now.
Wow,
I
that's
put
good.
mine in Dex and I have a 20.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
Which ability
I have 7 initiative.
is for concentration saves? Is that dexterity?
Concentration saves is constitution.
So this is going to be a few minutes. I'm going to go grab food.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Oh, I get something called Land Stride. Okay. Moving through non-magical difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. You can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed. Won't be damaged via thorns, spines, or similar hazard. I had the advantage on saving throws against plants. Okay.
Hey, it could happen.
Plants?
You guys fought some plants in that village where the where Venom Fang was.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What about the earth trolls? Weren't they like considered plants, sort of?
Earth trolls? Oh, the
Yeah.
stone giants?
No, the earth trolls, the ones that you had to like set on fire.
Oh, no. They were not plants.
Ah, okay, fine. It's a
Ah.
stretch. Such a stretch.
I saw the piercing one. That might be good for you. Because you have bows. Which pierces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at the. Just to make it easy, I'm just trying. I just googled like best 5e feats for rangers, just to see if there's anything.
If you. That
What?
one here. Nick sent me a list of.
Yeah, I know he sent me the list too, but there's a ton. So I'm trying to wade through all of that to look for ones that are the best.
I found one that I think was his name. Renee would like. Unless he already has it. Heavy armor mastery.
That's what I have.
Oh, you already have it? I didn't think you had it. I think there's a one for crossbows too. Yeah, crossbow expert.
Says I can replace one spell. It has to be the same spell level, right?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. Like, you could technically replace a first level spell with a second level spell, but you have more first level spell slots, so it might not be worth it unless there's like one level 1 spell that you know you're going to use every time.
Oh, I see what you mean.
This resilient looks interesting. I'm guessing that's just advantage on saving Constitution and Wisdom saving throws.
Back.
Okay.
Oh, resilient. You could choose one that you want to become
Oh, okay.
proficient in.
Yeah.
So you already have 2 from your class. So if you're like, I definitely don't want to.
Yeah.
I can't remember which 2 they are, but I definitely want to be good at Wisdom saving throws. Then I'll put a point into
Gotcha.
resilient Wisdom.
I feel like Pierce or Sharpshooter would be good for you.
Does Sharpshooter require superiority dice? Since
No.
No? You can
No.
just use it whenever you want. Oh,
You
interesting.
could just say, I'm going to be doing a sharpshooter attack. You can't do it after you've rolled and see that you would have hit with the -5. You know what I
see.
mean?
I see.
You have to call it before your attack.
Okay.
It's like an extra weapon on my weapon thing. So instead of putting my longbow, if I'm using sharpshooter, I'll hit sharpshooter, and
Okay.
it calculates.
How much of a damage increase is it? It doesn't really.
Oh,
I'll
It's a
look.
+10. +10 to your damage if you hit, you know?
Wow.
if you hit, it's nice.
So it's like, you're doing multi-attack, so you're getting 20 damage every round if you
Right.
hit. But the problem is, can that -5 screw you over? Definitely.
It
Yeah.
has screwed me a few times, but the few times it's hit, it's been wow.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Just for the heck of I just might take the dexterity increase just to be consistent.
Mhm.
Well, here's the thing. My dexterity is 18. If I take that to a 19, it's not going to do anything, correct?
Right.
So that would be a waste.
No.
But how are you? You mean if you put one into dex and one into something else?
Oh, I
You do
can put
20.
2? Oh, I didn't know I could do it 2. Okay.
Yeah, you could do 2 into 1 or 1 into 2.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
So I can push it up to 20. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what I
you
did.
could push
I
it up to
pushed
20.
mine up to 20.
Okay.
I went from 18 to 20.
Yeah, I think
As a
Mhm.
as a fighter, she gets more ability score increases than everyone else, so she is able to get her dex up and get the feats.
Okay.
I mean, the other thing that's worth mentioning, I know you probably like the consistency, but with her that sharpshooter, I mean, you could shoot at 600 feet without disadvantage. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a nice benefit too.
Cool.
But totally up to you.
Okay.
Just wanted to.
No, I appreciate that. I think dexterity, just more dexterity is a better chance to hit.
It helps your initiative. It helps your armor. It helps all your
Yeah.
skill checks with dexterity.
Yeah.
It's not just increasing your chance to hit and your damage. It does a lot of other stuff too.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I have like a +8 to stealth now. So I mean,
A +8? Wow. You're almost with me. I'm +10.
Looks like I have the ability to possibly switch out spells, but that pass without trace is excellent. I like that.
Combine them.
Definitely, it helps Brenane, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It helps me too. I like it's a +20, basically. So like if I roll
Yeah.
1, it's +20 automatically. So I don't have to like worry about my roll unless I roll 0.
Not possible.
I know, but
So could I get Sentinel? Nick, is that a possibility? For me?
Sentinel. Let me just look. So Sentinel is, if you do get an opportunity attack, reduce the creature speed to 0 this turn, and take opportunity attacks even if they disengage. You want that?
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah, that's great. Sure, go for it. All you, man.
Okay, how do I just add it to my...
You'll just have to add it manually as like sort of just like in your, what do you call
Okay,
it? Your little
like a
feat
copy
section
paste?
or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to make them so they stay right next to you, huh?
Yes, exactly.
No running away from Brenane.
Yeah, because I have a heck of a time moving anyway, you know.
Yeah, because you're always surrounded by enemies as it is.
Precisely. Okay.
plus Bername wants to keep them still for me to shoot them.
Yeah,
To
for
give
everybody shooting.
advantage.
There you go.
I'm replacing suggestion with something else, if that's all right.
Really? I thought you loved suggestion.
Damn it! I love it, but I hardly use it.
What would you replace it with?
I don't know. Shatter.
Oh, that was Kane's favorite, remember?
Oh, that's that rock.
Oh
Yeah, Thunder Wave is it? Or no, that was Thunder Wave. What was Shatter?
Shatter is like a sudden loud ringing noise erupts from a point of your choice within range. Creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save.
It's a basically an AoE spell that does good AoE damage, and it can also it could have potential out of combat uses, like if you guys want to like destroy a door that you can't get through or something like that. It does extra damage to like non-sentient things.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some uses.
Earthquake.
Or
Basic.
I could get see invisibility too. That'd be fun.
Does
Where
that
with the-
only work though if somebody's invisible?
Yeah, I can see in the ethereal plane. So I see ethereal creatures and objects. I could flirt with ghosts if I see any.
Okay.
I mean, see invisibility is one of those extremely niche spells.
Yeah.
But boy, when you need it, do you need it? Holy moly!
It would have been great, like when I was getting possessed.
Yeah, you guys haven't fought a lot of spellcasters, which are usually the ones that can do like invisibility. Obviously, there was the Black Spider,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but yeah, invisibility is really tough to overcome unless you have that.
Wait,
But
what-
again, it's
what does
extremely,
invisibility do?
extremely niche.
Gotcha.
Hey Nick, what does invisibility do?
Invisibility makes it so that you can't be seen, obviously. So for perception, like sight-based checks, it gives you advantage. If you attack something while you're invisible, you get automatic advantage. Any attacks against you have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
I think that's about it.
Okay. I'm done, and
Ooh.
Vinny's done.
I have my amulet that prevents me from being seen by magic. Would that count toward invisibility?
No, it's more like you can't be scryed on. So if there's like some, wizard looking into a crystal ball trying to see what you guys are doing, that he wouldn't be able to detect you.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I'm gonna take a enhance ability. That's what I'm gonna do.
What's enhanced? You can make one more powerful.
Yeah, I can make anyone in our group powerful. I can give him advantage on strength checks, wisdom checks, dexterities, intelligence. Yeah, okay, fine.
Just
Okay,
gonna
next.
give it to Renee.
Constitution, yeah.
Why shatter a door when you can have Renee bust it down?
Exactly.
Wait,
Can you give that to yourself so that your concentration, like when you're polymorphed, would have an advantage? If you take
Um,
I believe they're both concentration
oh, they are.
spells.
Darn. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would suck then. If you're planning to go polymorph, hun, you wouldn't be able to do both.
Oh, well, too late. Enhance, I mean, I could enhance someone first.
But then, yeah, I guess. Then that would go away once you polymorph.
Damn it, that's true. Alright, how do I go back?
There's a back button on there, right?
Well,
Or did you already finish?
yeah, I finished. It's fine, it's fine. We'll see where this goes.
Well, what were you planning on taking instead of enhance ability?
Something that wasn't concentration.
That is the eternal struggle for the bard, because so many things on their spell list are concentration.
Yeah.
What about that one
Um,
shatter? Does that require
That shatter?
concentration?
I don't even remember. I'm at the end.
No,
It's
shatter
fine.
does not. Shatter is just a one and done boom explosion, basically.
Damn it. Okay.
If you want, you could change it out. You just have to do it manually.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Are you sure? I'll do it for you if you want me to.
It's up
I
to
would
you.
recommend it. You might need
It's yeah, fine.
Wow.
Okay.
Just
So remove
I'm sorry.
remove enhance ability, take shatter. That's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, on my list, right?
What?
I have a keep. Is that? It has the dimension door. I'm kind of curious on that. Exactly what it does.
What?
Is there an ability that makes it?
I have a keep.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, real quick. Is there an ability that makes it so that you can have more concentration spells active at a time?
No.
Damn.
No.
Okay. That's
You
it.
see, I never played the earlier editions, but apparently one of the biggest problems with it is that there was no concentration, so spellcasters, especially in later levels, became so incredibly overpowered that this was their solution to make it so that it wasn't just like the wizard killing everything because he had 6,000
Yeah.
spells active on himself.
Oh, I see. I see.
So
Okay.
it's supposed to be a limiting factor, so there's no way to get around it.
Ow. Unless you have like spell books that you don't need to concentrate on, you just say the words.
No, even wizards with their spell books need to concentrate on many spells.
Damn. All right. All right.
I mean, the best way to combat it is there's a feat, I believe, that's called it's something like battle caster or something like that, or you could take that resilience thing for constitution, which makes you better at constitution saving throws for your concentration checks.
Mhm.
Warcaster is what it's called. You have advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration, and you can cast some spells as part of an opportunity attack with a reaction.
Jeez.
So you can get advantage on your concentration checks, or you could just increase your constitution saving throw. Those are the two ways to fight it.
What level is that war thing?
It's a feat. So
Oh.
if you wanted to, instead of not increase your ability scores right now, you could take that.
Oh, no, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Okay. What did you increase? I'm just curious for your.
The Constitution.
Oh, you did go for Constitution?
Yes, I
Okay.
did. I did
Okay.
not like changing into something and then automatically going back.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
the way to combat that, and you probably won't like this, is rather than cast polymorph on yourself, cast it on one of your party members so they become a great big gorilla. That way, when they get hit, they don't have to do a
Oh,
concentration check. You could just go hide behind a rock or something and just never get hit.
interesting. All right,
So-
where's Whisper?
That's a thought. Can you do that?
No,
Oh,
actually, you can. I can't.
that would be awesome. Like that's automatic 6th party member. We just broke it. Like
Wow.
that would be awesome.
Tired.
Turn Whisper into a large cat. Make it 3 times the size.
All right, Whisper, you're gonna be a gorilla. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah, we should do that totally.
I don't
Okay,
know.
you know what? I was fighting my instinct to kill Whisper, and now you guys are just like, no, you got to kill Whisper now.
I know he's not gonna make it like so easy like that.
Okay, is everybody good? Everybody's all leveled up?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.